ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। या देवी स्तूयते नित्यम् विबुधैर्वेदपारगैः सा मे वसतु जिह्वाग्रे ब्रह्मरूपा सरस्वती। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। निरञ्जनं नित्यमनन्तरूपं भक्तानुकम्पासुतविग्रहं वै ईशावतारं परमेशमीड्यं तं रामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामि। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। विवेकजानन्दनिमग्नचित्तं विवेकदानैकविनोदशीलं विवेकभासाकमनीयकान्तिं विवेकिनं तम् अहं नमामि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धेः उल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भुनक्तु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवद्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ यच्छन्दसां ऋषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोभ्योऽधिवृताः सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेधया स्पृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारिणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विदर्शनं यत्त्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णां भूरि विश्रुवम् ब्रह्मणः घोषोऽसि मेधया विहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ तच्छयोरावृणीमहे गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजम् शन्नो अस्त्वद्विपदे चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ मधुवातारताय ते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्नः सन्तोषधीः मधुनक्तमुतोषधि मधुमत्पार्थिवकुम्रजः मधुद्योरस्तु नः पिता मधुमान्यो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागुमस्तु सूर्यः माध्येर्गावो भवन्तु नः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ वाङ् ये मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्मयेधि वेदस्य महानीः स्तः श्रुतं मे मां प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेर्नाहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Vangve Manasi Pratishtita Shanti Mantram occurs in Aitareya and Kaushitaki Upanishad of Rigveda. This prayer asks for Arjavam, that my life should be very straightforward life, sincere life, synthesizing my thoughts, words and activities. Then Grahana Shakti Artham, whatever is taught to me, not only I should understand, I should remember that also. Dharana Shakti also I need. Shrutam me ma prahasihi anena adhitena ahoratran sandadhami. Dharana Shakti is a requirement. Then Anusarana Shakti. Whatever I learn, I should be able to follow them, those values. Pratham vadishyami, satyam vadishyami. Then finally, Guru Shishya Rakshanam. Tad Ishvaraha Mam Avatu Vaktaram Avatu. Especially blessing for Vaktaram is prayed in this mantra. Then we will go for 7th Shanti mantra.
ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
This Shanti mantra occurs in Chandogya Upanishad and Kena Upanishad, which belong to Samaveda. This mantra doesn't have swara. All the Vedic mantras had swara, but somehow in the tradition, some portion of the Veda lost the swara parampara. Previously, we saw 6 Shanti mantras. All of them have swaras. The 7th one doesn't have swara. The benefit of not having swara at the present juncture is we can chant in any way. We can put music also for this. Other mantras should not be changed. Swara. Tatsavidur varenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Hiyo yo na prachodayat. This is Swara. Nowadays people are putting music for this. One who hears and chants with music, he will get side effects. This Gayatri mantra, one tune is there. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tatsavidur Varenyam. I don't know, it is not coming to me. But you might have heard. Okay. That should not be done. If we have Shraddha in the Shastram, whatever it says, we have to follow it. Like mother's words. Mother knows what is good for us, what is not good for us. There is no need for the mother to explain why it is not good, why it is good. Similarly, Veda also says, prohibits certain things. We have to follow it as much as possible. Where there is no prohibition, then you can have your choice. All the mantras which have swara should not be chanted otherwise. That is the prohibition. That is called swara lopaha or mantra lopaha. Where there is no swara at all, we can use our choice. In that category, this one mantra comes, Apyayantu Mamangani, Samaveda. The irony is, Samaveda is famous for Ganam. It is always sung. Singing means there will be swara, but this mantra doesn't have swara. It has lost. That parampara is lost. Because our parampara is Karna parampara, not Chakshu parampara. What is the meaning of Chakshu parampara? Learning through books, written books, Chakshu parampara. Learning through sound is called Karna parampara. Our elders are so pure and focused in their pursuit of learning Veda and other Shastra. Always the tradition has come, entire Mahabharata, 1,10,000 slokas are reached us by Karna parampara, not Chakshu parampara. You know. So, the wonderful tradition which is committed for knowledge, having lots of attachment for Shabda, Shastra Shabda. So, this mantra, it's a beautiful mantra. The student prays here for the healthy body and healthy mind. Karya Karana Sanghata Yogyata Praptyartham. Mamangani Apyayantu. Let my body be protected. Mamangani, limbs of the body, be protected by the Lord. Sense organs be protected by the Lord. Vag, Pranaha, Chakshuhu, Shrotram and other Indriyani should have Balam. What is the Indriya Balam? What is the Durbalam of the Indriya? Lolutvam, Chapalyam, Chapalam. Just by seeing pickle, our tongue secretes saliva. Just by seeing. Loluptam it is called. Chapalyam. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Maharaj wanted to take sannyas, his Gurudev asked, whether are you qualified for this? I don't know, Gurudev, you test. Then a handful of sugar was taken and put it in the mouth of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is told in the biography that sugar was as it is. See the sense control. Sensory control is the balam. The senses are compared to horses. They should be strong and obedient. That is called Indriya Balam. Why the student asks this Indriya Balam and Deha Balam here? Then only he can pursue the spiritual pursuit focusedly. In Chinmayananji Maharaj's life, there is an incident. Chinmayananji Maharaj was studying in Uttarakashi. His Gurudev was Shivanandaji Maharaj, who has given him sannyas. After giving sannyas, he told, one more elderly sadhu is there, great in scriptures, Atmajnani, you go and learn from him. Shivanandaji Maharaj was living in Haridwar. Tapovan Maharaj was living in Uttarakashi. So when Chinmayananji went there, he found it a small hut and conveyed the message of his Gurudev. He accepted him. So he was studying in Uttarakashi under the guidance of Tapovan Maharaj, studying Upanishads. Very strict life it was. One day, some devotee brought some sweet to Tapovan Maharaj. Seeing the sweet packet, not even sweet, seeing the sweet packet, because already 2 years, 3 years over, no sweet has touched. Chinmayananji's youth life was very luxurious, he was earning. So seeing the packet, its saliva was secreted. Tapovan Maharaj observed that. As long as the devotee was there, the sweet was kept. Then devotee told Maharaj, please take. Don't worry, we will handle it. You hand it over to us, we will handle it. After sending the devotee, Tapovan Maharaj told Chinmayananji, go and throw it into the Ganga and offer to the Ganga, Mother Ganga. Huh? Yes, Mother Ganga is deserving this offering. So therefore it should be offered to Mother Ganga like. He went and offered to Mother Ganga and sent it. This is the incident remembered by Chinmayananji Maharaj and shared by him. What a loluptam I had just for the sweet. So when something is missing in our life, then only we can verify how much it is holding our mind and senses. That is why sadhu purposely deny certain things, like sleep on certain occasions, food on certain occasions. Shivaratri day only you can understand how much the sleep is holding our life. So, balam to handle the indriyas when bhogas are denied to it. When bhogas are denied to them, indriyas revolt like a unfed horses. Give me, give me, give me. So, that balam to handle the indriyas, that's called indriya balam. Fitness to pursue spiritual life without any disturbance either from outside or from inside. Outside, inside means what? Either adhyatmika or adi bhautika. Should not disturb my spiritual pursuit. The next is Sarvam Aupanishatam Brahma. Whatever is existing in the creation is nothing but Brahman. How can I know something about Brahman? Through Upanishad alone. That is why it is called Aupanishatam Brahma. Sarvam Brahma iti Jnatavyam Upanishadayane. There is no second entity other than the reality, Brahma Tattvam, other than me, is known by Upanishad Pramanam. Therefore, Brahman is called Aupanishadam Brahma. Upanishadam is called Shastra Yonihi. No other possibility for me without the Shastra Pramanam to know about myself. Therefore, Maham Brahma Nirakurya. Therefore, let me not reject Shastra Pramanam. Brahma is the word having so many meanings. Brahma means Bhagavan. Brahma means Shastram. Brahma means Gurunatha. Brahmanaha. Gurunatha is called Brahmanaha. Is the real Brahmana. One who knows about the Brahma Tattvam is called real Brahmana. So Brahma means Ishvara, Brahma means Shastram, Brahma means Gurunatha. Let me not reject any of these three. Because a spiritual seeker rejects many things in the world. In that rejection, these three should not come. A person is habituated to use the knife in order to cut the bushes and other things. He is habituated to go on use it daily. So one day he did not have anything to cut. So he cut his wife's neck. How it will be? வெட்டி வெட்டி பழக்கங்க இன்னைக்கு வெட்டுறதுக்கு யாருமே இல்லை. Therefore I killed my wife. That habit is there. Habit of rejection should not make me to reject these three. Who are they? Ishvaraha, Brahma, Shastram, Brahma, Gurunatha, Brahma. Aham Brahma ma nirakurya. Let me not reject the Shastra Pramanam especially. In these three, Ishvara, Shastram and Guru, who has more power, who has more utility? Who has more utility? Please tell. Gurunatha alone. Gurunatha alone has the key to open the Shastram and show the Ishvara Swarupam. So, Maham Brahma Nirakarya. Mama Brahma Nirakaro. Let the Brahman don't reject me. Why Brahman reject me? How can it reject me? Please tell. How can reject me? How can the Ishvara reject me? Sakrideva Prapannaya Tavasmiti cha yachate abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadam yedat vratam mame anayayina mahabhaga dattasya abhayam maya vibhishino vastu griva yadiva ravanastvayam. When he can accept Ravana, why should he reject me? So there is no possibility of Ishvara rejecting me. Okay. But the prayer is there. Mama Brahma Nirakaro. If prayer is there, means there must be a possibility of that. So Ishvara cannot reject me. Can Shastra reject me? Shastra also cannot reject me because it is in the form of Shabda Pramanam. How Shabda can reject me? A living entity. I can reject Shabda. Kada Modikalam. Shastra should not be heard. Like that, I can reject Shastra. But Shastra cannot reject me. One possibility is there. Gurudev may reject. Seeing my disqualification, he can say, no, you are not qualified for it. Correct? So therefore, generally here in translation, Brahma word is translated as Ishvara. But when you probe into that, why should Ishvara reject me? Abhijay Sudaracharo bhajate mam ananyabhag sadhurev samantavyaha samyak vyavasito hitaha Chipram bhavati dharmatma shashvaschantim nigacchati kaunteya pradijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. When Ishvara gives such a wonderful assurance, name bhaktaha pranashyati. When I approach Ishvara, why should he reject me? When he can accept most cantankerous fellows, why should he reject me when I am turning to be a spiritual seeker? Correct? So there is no possibility of Ishvara rejecting the seeker. No possibility of Shastram also rejecting the seeker. So Mama Brahma Nirakarot means let me not be rejected by my Gurudev. Somebody might have complained against me to my Gurudev. So there is a possibility of misunderstanding in the mind of the Gurudev. That should not happen. Ishvara should go and recommend to my Gurudev. This fellow may appear as idiot, but still you should not reject him. Take him in your hands and give the protection which Ishvara cannot give thee. The protection which Ishvara cannot give is given by Gurudev. Parishit Maharaja was protected by Ishvara. But that protection happened to be so protection only. Actual protection was given by Shuka Brahma Rishi. That is why Parishit Maharaja says, Devata Darshanam will give phalam. I was wondering what is the phalam for Krishna Darshanam which happened in my mother's womb. All the while I was thinking, searching, doing experiment. That's why I am called Parikshit. Now I understood Gurudev. Krishna Darshanasya phalam, Guru Darshan. So, Shraddha in Shastram, Shraddha in Ishvara, and Shraddha in Gurudev. And Anugraham of Ishvara, Anugraham of Shastram, Anugraham of Gurudev is prayed for. First two Anugrahams are available universally for everyone. Ishvara's Anugraham and Shastra's Anugraham are available for everyone. But Guru Anugraham, so here Atma Anugraham and Guru Anugraham is prayed for. Maham Brahma Nirakuryam means what? Let me not reject these three. That means what? I should have Anugraham on me. Mother Sarada Devi used to tell. Out of 4 Anugraham, one is most difficult Anugraham. Brahmachari Maharaj was disciple, so he was asking, what is that, mother? Then Mother Sarada Devi says, Ishvara Anugraham, Shastra Anugraham, then Guru Anugraham. Fourth one is your own Anugraham to yourself. You can make or mar your life. Other 3 will not mar your life. You can do both. So, let me get Anugraham of myself. In bhajans they will tell, Sad Buddhi Dhav. Already Buddhi is there, but that Buddhi is not Sad Buddhi. Therefore, Bhagavan, you are given a beautiful car, but it doesn't have brakes system. What to do with this car? When I will get anger and give you a punch, Mataram Tatayati, Kruddaha Kim na Kuryat. Mataram Tatayati. He may beat mother also. That means what? Mother should not be beaten. Guru va nirakaroti. Guru's words are rejected. That means what? Should not be done. So that Guru Bhakti is prayed for here. Then Anirakaranamastu, Anirakaranam me attu. 2 times. Let me not reject, let me not reject. Tad Atmani nirate yaha Upanishats dharma te mai santu, te mai santu. So all the divine qualities which are prescribed by the Upanishad, Pramanam, let it be with me, in my life. Daivi Sampat. So this Samaveda Shanti Mantra is a beautiful Shanti Mantra. Karya Karana Sanghata Yogyata. That is Stula Sukshma Charire Balam. Then Shraddha in Ishvara, Shastram and Gurudev. There are so many philosophers in Vaidika Parampara have Shraddha in selected portion of the Veda. Like Vishishtaadvaiti and Dvaiti. They have Shraddha in Shastra Pramanam, but whenever Shastra talks about Advaita Vastu, they don't have Shraddha. Selected amnesia, they call it now. Like that, selected Shraddha. So they never accept the Upanishad Vakyam with regard to the Nirguna Brahman. According to them, there is no possibility of Nirguna Brahman at all. Brahman is always Ananta Kalyana Guna Nilayaha. They are Shraddhalus, committed, devoted, with all divine qualities. But still, Nirguna Brahma Shraddha Nasti. Therefore, only their idea of moksha differs from Upanishad Pramanam. If you differ from me, no problem. Why should you hear my words? But you have accepted Shastram as Pramana. Having accepted eyes as Pramana, you reject one particular color as a false one. How it is? You don't like it, therefore you reject it. So, in Shraddha, there is no place for my whims and fancies. There is no place for my whims and fancies. In Chandogya Upanishad, Brahman is told, Hiranyagarbha with red color. Shankaracharya, while writing the commentary, he was comparing that color with the color of a monkey's backside. There are certain monkeys who have beautiful red color on the backside. While writing, he writes that. While learning, Ramanujacharya heard this. So he got curious. How can Ishvara's color can be compared to monkey's backside color? So he was very much annoyed, cried. So much of devotion that my Ishvara is compared to monkey's backside. Then only that color and this color can be same, na? From one angle you can say that is devotion. From another angle it can say it is idiocy. What is there? The color, whether it is on the front side or back side, what is the problem with regard to color? Whether it is the color of a mountain or Surya or monkey, what matters for a Brahman? Is monkey is different from Brahman? So why this reaction in the life of Ramanujacharya? It is mentioned. So he argues with that Acharya. Why this extreme attachment for guna? So very devotion becomes a problem for us. Sentimental fools everyone becomes. If they have not crossed that sentimentalism, Brahma Nirakaroti. In Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna's life also. Totapuri Maharaj comes and teaches the Vedanta Shastram and says that Brahman doesn't have any gunas in reality, but he can be meditated with all types of gunas. So, try to assimilate the teaching about the Nirguna Brahman, which happen to be your own real nature. So, remove from your mind the value given for all the forms in the creation. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna says that I could do very easily to remove the value, Satyatva Buddhi given to all forms except one form, which happened to be the form of Mother Kali. And I was struggling. I told to my Gurudev that I could not do it. So my Gurudev scolded me. You have to cross that also. To get rid of attachment from other forms, Shastra prescribes attachment to form of the Ishta Devata. That attachment with regard to Ishta Devata's forms and Leelas also should be transcended. That requires a lot of balam. You understand now? Very difficult. Shraddha balam. If Shastra has introduced Saguna Ishvara in my life, the same Shastra says reject the Satyatvam of Saguna Ishvara and go beyond that Sagunatvam and find out that Nirgunatvam as your real nature. Same Shastra. It is like mother teaching one thing, then teaching next thing. First teaching is contradicting second teaching means Can the child say, "Namma tappu tappa solren"? Tappu tappa enga solறது? There is no tappu. Understood? So it's a beautiful concept of nirakaranam of Brahman. We can reject Ishvara. We can reject Nirguna Brahman also. If a person rejects Ishvara, he is called Nastika. If a person rejects Nirguna Ishvara, he is called Bhaktaha. If he accepts both and rejects both, he is called Jnani. Understood? Rejection of Ishvara means acceptance of sense pleasures. Even after becoming spiritual seeker, there is every possibility of going back, turning away from the Lord. That seeker is called Yoga Patitaha. Every time we choose and prefer sensory pleasures than the Lord or than the Tyagam, we reject Ishvara. In Bible, it's a beautiful incident it comes. I always like it. Jesus says to his disciples, all of you will reject me. A day will come, all of you will reject me. Even though you have given up everything from your life and followed me all these 3 years, 3 years they were with Jesus. That's all. You will reject me a day in your life. Then everybody was astonished. How it is possible? We have renounced our wife, job, wealth, everything, and followed you like nomadics. We are roaming along with you. Because Jesus was not staying in one place. But Jesus told, yes, that is right. That is truth also. You have renounced everything and followed me. But still, you will reject me. Then Judas, who considered himself as very close to Jesus, he says, no, I will never reject you. Then Jesus saw that Judas and said, he will reject me for money's sake. For money's sake. That fellow got annoyed because it's an insult in front of others. For money's sake, I will reject it. Yes. Then another voice comes. I will never reject you. He turned to that voice. That voice was from Peter. He said to Peter, Peter, you will reject me out of fear. Out of fear of life, you will reject me. Within 3 days, he told. The warning is given now. Somehow you could have made it that 3 days. I should not reject, I should not reject, I should not reject. Correct? But it happened. Judas rejected Christ for 30 golden coins, and Peter rejected Christ due to fear of life. Because Christ was going to be crucified. They never thought a person who was celebrated by the whole town just 3 days before is going to be crucified by his own people. They never thought. And they never thought they are going to be part of that conspiracy. Life is something very grand. And especially life of a spiritual seeker is something very, very unexpected. Anything can happen in anybody's life. That's why Sadhu Parampara never criticizes a fallen spiritual seeker. Because it understands. It is like a soldier can never criticize a fallen soldier. Because of fighting only he has fallen. So every moment we prefer sensory pleasure in the place of Ishvara. What is the place of Ishvara? Renunciation. Simple. What is the Swarupam of Ishvara? Tyaga. Tyagarajaha, Tyaginam Ishaha, Tyagishaha, Sabapati. So whenever we select sensory pleasures, comforts, either physical or sensual or emotional comfort, we reject Ishvara. So our elders used to say, never put yourself in comfort zone. Always your life should be, a knife should be hanging on your head. Then only the intensity of Ishvara Saranagati will be intact. Never accept that you have settled. And people say, we are settled, Swamiji. Okay. Govinda. Understood? So, Maham Brahma Nirakurya means this is another meaning. Then what happens? Both the disciples understood that they have rejected the Lord. One person, Judas, commits suicide out of guilt. Another person comes back to the Lord asking for pardon and asking for one more opportunity. That coming back, accepting one's fall and asking for one more chance made that person as a spiritual seeker, and he was crucified within 30 days by the same Roman Empire, which he was not ready 30 days before. He was very much ready 30 days after. You have to read the life history of desert fathers. They were called desert fathers. It's a beautiful book. Real spiritual seekers were there. What they understood about the spirituality, that is different. But their life was pure, dedicated, having all these type of fall and getting up. Fall and getting up. One more disciple was there, Thomas. Always he was suspicious about Ishvara. Therefore, only he was called Doubting Thomas. That has become phrase for any person to be branded as a suspicious one. Doubting Thomas. Even when Bhagavan comes and stands, he did not accept him easily. Is he the same person who could win over the Mrityu? Like that he was asking. Then Jesus says, my dear, check me. Similarly, in our life also, every time our Ishta Devata comes and says, my dear, check me. Vittu poitiyappa. You have left me, my dear. What we say, Bhagavan left us. That's not the fact. There is no possibility of Bhagavan rejecting us. Please understand. He can never reject us. Why you know? Because we are his Atma. How can he reject himself? Mattat paradaram nanyate kinchidasti dhananjaya mayi sarvamidam protam sutre manigana. This assurance should make us to be in this spiritual path in spite of all struggle. Only one possibility is that I can reject him, he can never reject me. This conviction will make the spiritual seeker to be in that spiritual path. Spiritual path is not as easy as it is portrayed in media and publicity and other. One should lead. One when leads only, he will understand how much difficult it is to change his own habits, his own thinking pattern, his own understanding, his own convictions. Very difficult. Let me die. I will not change me. This is the approach of everyone. What I think is right. What more danger you need than this conviction, please. What I think is right, he said. Ravana told, Hiranyakashipu told. So always we should have a reference point. In our heart of the heart, our Ishta Devata will be a reference point. If you could meditate daily, you will understand if something unwanted happened on that day, our Ishta Devata will not see us. If you observe, you will understand. When nice thing happened on that day, the Ishta Devata will be with all benign face. If something wrong happened in our life on that day, when you sit in meditation, then the Ishta Devata will not see. But we don't have that subtlety to observe the Ishta Devata's face. Especially the eyes of that face. Especially the bhava which comes from that face. When you do very nice thing, renunciation, something you have renounced for great cause, something you have punished yourself, you have what you call corrected your convictions, that day you have to see. Ishta Devata will be very happy. Abada, vandanda, valaki, vadik vanda. He has come to the right marga. And this relationship between the Ishta Devata and the spiritual seeker is very, very subtle. And a person who is sincere and honest and truthful alone can understand where he missed the train, how he has fallen. It can happen to anyone. In Swami Vivekananda Maharaj's life or in Shankaracharya's life, immediately those great souls accepted their fall. Arey, how can I reject someone? Get away, get away. Where to get away? Whom to get away? When the question was, Shankaracharya accepted his fall, then made pranam to the person who reminded that truth. Swami Vivekananda Maharaj made pranam to the dancer who reminded the truth. Understood? Their individuality of being a sannyasi overpowered the Atma Jnana. That should never be allowed. So we may have roles, but one role must be our Swarupam. What is that? I am a Tyagi. I am a Tyagi. With whatever I have been adorned, with power, position, because Niyati brings, whatever Niyati is destined to us, it will bring. Big cars. You can see many sadhus living in AC room and using all cars. Not that they wanted it. It is their prarabdha. They have to go through it. And it's a painful experience. So it's a painful thing for a renunciate to live in a luxurious atmosphere, like Swami Vivekananda Maharaj. He was enjoying his life as a parivrajaka. But when he had to travel to the West, he was accommodated with good bed and other things. He was getting a lot of name and fame. The first day, Chicago Address Day, that same day, night, he was accommodated by a crorepati, millionaire. He was given very luxurious accommodation. But Swamiji could not sleep on the bed. He slept on the floor whole night crying. How much he cried, you know. The entire pillow got wet. He was crying, Mother, I did not come for all these luxuries. I did not come to the West for all these luxuries. And you have kept this West as a wealthy nation. And you see, my children, my people in the nation, in Bharat Desha, girl children are married at the age of 6 or 7. So much of poverty, so much of looting. Don't you have compassion towards us? Show me the way. For a renunciate, if his renunciation is real, all powers and position and wealth, name, fame, all are punishments. That's why Swamiji Maharaj used to say, every ounce of name and fame comes with the cost of tons and tons of tapasya. You are losing your inner wealth. That is not seen by others. But the spiritual seeker knows that, my tapashakti is going out. That's why they won't receive even dana. They won't receive money. When Shashi Maharaj told that there is a donor who can donate certain amount to the ashrama, Swami Brahmananda Maharaj told, my dear, it is very natural for everyone to get the idea of renunciation just by seeing you. But the renunciation will not stand. It will not be stable. Not only that, that person's way of life and the method he earned that wealth is not good. I understood that. So we should not take that donation. So, Maham Nirakaranam means at any cost I should not lose my Ishta Devata's grace. I should not reject my ideal. I should not reject my way of life. I cannot doubt the Shastra Pramanam. Safest way of leading spiritual life is what you know? Always pointing my own idiotic mind as the cause for all problems. Not blaming oneself, blaming one's mind. There also you should have the idea of being detached from your own mind. It is like a dog. கிட்ட வந்தா நக்கும் தூரம் போனா கொலைக்கும். If you give a little bit comfort, it will ask more. If you deny certain things, it will bark. But you have to discipline. That is the idea of this Shanti mantra. The center point of Shanti mantra is what you know? Maham Brahma Nirakurya. That is why twice it comes. Anirakaranamastu, Anirakaranamastu. Let me not reject, let me not reject. Then, yeah, Upanishad dharmaha te mayi santu, te mayi santu. Rejection happens because of absence of Devi Sampat. The rejection happens because of absence of Devi Sampat. Somewhere else we have left. Vishwamitra Rishi could renounce everything. But the idea of competition with Vashishta, he could not renounce. That was utilized by the society. Trishanga comes. Vishwamitra says to Trishanga that it is not possible to go to heaven physically. Rejected. The proposal and application given by the Trishanga was rejected by Vishwamitra. That fellow knew the infighting of these two rishis. He was using. Like this, we will be used by the society for their selfish ends. We should be very careful. Let's say no attachment. So Trishanga says, Vashishta also told same thing. What he told? Curiosity. What he told? No, he also told that with body you cannot go to heaven. Acha? Oh, he accepted his failure. Yes, he accepted his failure. That's why I have come here to you. I thought he may be grand than Vasishta. Fuel podrar, petrol podrar. That's all. Started burning. What is the effect? 1,000 years tapasya gone. All Nirakaranam. யாரு சொர்க்கம் போனா என்ன நரகம் போனா உனக்கு என்னய்யா? Who goes to Swarga, who goes to Naraka? It's all depend upon their problem. What you have? You have only one duty, remaining the humanity to renounce. What is the duty of a renunciate? Being renunciate in his life, you remind the society to renounce. Because in renunciation alone, there is a possibility of happiness and peace. For that only he has come here. For that reason only the devotee comes to you. So instead of fulfilling and fueling his desires, what is the duty of a spiritual seeker is what you know? You remind the futility of all the fulfillments of this desire. That is the duty of a sadhu. So there are two benefits. While remaining others, you are remaining yourself. So 24/7, same thought process. Bhagavan alone is Satyam. Jagat ஏயவன் மித்யா ஸ்வரூபத்வா. இல்ல அவர் கேட்க மாட்டாங்க, நல்லது. If they don't want to hear, no problem. You are left alone. You tell to yourself. Tyage naike. Go on chant. Tyage naike amritatvamanashu. Not mechanically. With meditation. Whenever some project idea comes in your mind, immediately this statement should come. Tyage naike amritatvamanashu. However much noble that idea may be. Social service idea, this idea, that idea. Ashrama building idea, temple idea, all are nice only. But Tyage, Naike, if Prarabdha is there, if Bhagavan gives everything favorable, then I will be a Nimittam, that's all. In my presence, things can happen. I will not be an obstacle for Lokamangalam in whatever way Ishvara does. Chidghananandaji Maharaj, one Maharaj was there in our order, a great soul, whole life, his tiffin is only one idli. Whole life. Whatever you cook, he will eat only one idli. Never wore any shirt. He was living in Madurai. After a certain age, he got retirement from official responsibilities. He came to Ooty, Mutt and stayed. I was there, Brahmachari. When some devotees came, I was introducing that Swami to devotees because they are from West Bengal. They don't know that Swami. So I was telling, this is the great Swami who was sent to a place with 12 rupees in the bank account. 12 rupees. And he has built a beautiful ashrama and temple. Like that I introduced. Then that Swami got annoyed. Hey, why you are telling lie? Like that he asked. Huh? Maharaj, I myself was there as a volunteer. I know that you only struggled and saved a lot of money because you will eat only one idli. Chidghananandaji. So other sadhus used to call him Chikkananandaji. Chikkana. So that much of frugal he was in his lifestyle. He won't use post office service also, you know. Any devotee who comes to ashrama, he will ask from where, which area you are coming. So when they say, immediately he will take out 2-3 invitations which are to be sent to that devotee by post. So can you hand over these things to their house? Like that. He will not use post office also. But he built an ashrama, Madurai ashrama, that present temple was built by him. So when I told that, he told, don't tell lie. Then I asked, Maharaj, that is a fact. Then what he told, you know, when these things happened, I happened to be there by the grace of Guru Maharaj. What an attitude. When these things happened, I happened to be there. How can he say that I built, did I earn money? Or did I done any masonry work? Then only I can claim, neither I earned money to build a temple, nor I did masonry work and build the temple. I was there, that's all. See the renunciation. Very simple, but you can see, very simple incident, but you can know the tip of the iceberg. This is the tip of the iceberg of their renunciation. Beautiful. They are very simple sadhus, unknown to the public, but very revered by the sadhus of the order. So like that, Maham Brahma Nirakuryam is a very important statement which should be put into our subconscious mind. At any cost, I will not reject my Lord because it is accepted by me as my Ishta Devata. This lifestyle is accepted by me in spite of all opponents. When you take spiritual life, you will have 100 fellows to give counseling to you. Mama varvan, macha varvan, Nathanar varvan. Enna atta? What happened? Auntie, why you are sitting with all books and meditation posture? Like that, they will come and give lot of counseling. And if you are a young man, you are gone. All elders who consider themselves as Medhavis, they will come and give counseling to our life. Understand? So, in spite of all this opposition, we have taken a decision to lead this life of renunciation, life of spirituality, life of devotion, then why should I look back again? That question should be always kept in our mind, because there is every possibility of looking back again and going back also. Therefore, only this prayer very important. I like this prayer very much. Maham Brahma Nirakurya. Mama Brahma Nirakurya. When I reject the Lord, naturally Bhagavan doesn't have any option to be away from me, that's all. He doesn't reject me. அவர் என்ன சொல்றாரு, வானா வா, சரிப்பா, எப்போ வரையோ வாப்பா. Like Vipranarayan, தொண்டரடி பொடி ஆழ்வார். He was committed to Bhagavan's seva. Somehow, because of some two ladies' quarrel, this man was caught inside. Then he lost contact with the Lord. Bhagavan doesn't have any other means to be away from me. When you reject me, what can I do? You have such a power to reject me also. Humanity alone has the power to reject the Lord. What can I do? Then Divine Mother interferes in their separation and says, don't go by needy, go by compassion. Like that, Divine Mother interferes and Bhagavan does Leela. Then again that Vipranarayana becomes Tondar Adi Podi Alva. You should read that. A great example for possibility of spiritual fall. In their life once happened. In our life, how many times happened? Bhagavan alone knows, we also know. How many times we have rejected the Lord, preferring the sensory pleasures, preferring the worldly comfort. Bhagavan alone knows, and we also know. We should be very careful and sincere in our pursuit of this renunciation. That sincerity is prayed by this Shanti mantra. The beautiful Shanti mantra, asking for Indriya Balam, Mano Balam, Shraddha Balam, and Daivi Sampat Balam. The beautiful Shanti mantra. More we will see in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.
सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ सहस्रशीर्षं देवं विश्वाक्षं विश्वशम्भुवं विश्वं नारायणं देवमक्षरं परमं पदं विश्वतः परमानित्यं विश्वं नारायणगं हरिं विश्वमेवेदं पुरुषस्तद्विश्वमुपजीवति पतिं विश्वस्यात्मेश्वरगुं शाश्वतगुं शिवमच्युतम् नारायणं महाज्ञेयं विश्वात्मानं परायणं नारायणपरो ज्योतिरात्मा नारायणः परः नारायणपरं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं नारायणः परः नारायणपरो ज्ञाता ज्ञानं नारायणः परः यच्च किञ्चिच्च तत्सर्वं दृश्यते श्रूयतेऽपि वा अन्तर्बहिश्च तत्सर्वं व्याप्य नारायणस्थितः अनन्तमव्ययं कविगुं समुद्रेऽन्तं विश्वशम्भुवम् पद्मकोशप्रतीकाशगुं हृदयं चाप्यधोमुखम् अधो निष्ट्यावितस्त्यान्ते नाभ्यामुपरि तिष्ठति ज्वालमालाकुलं भाति विश्वस्यायतनं महत् सन्ततगुं शिलाभिस्तुलं कोशसन्निभम् तस्यान्ते सुशिरगुं सूक्ष्मं तस्मिन् सर्वं प्रतिष्ठितम् तस्य मध्ये महानग्निर्विश्वाच्च विश्वतोमुखः सोऽग्रभुग्विभजन् तिष्ठन्नाहारमजरः कविः त्रयगोद्भवदशायीरश्रयस्तस्य सन्तता सन्तापयति स्वं देहमापाततलमस्तकः तस्य मध्ये वह्निशिखा अणीयोर्ध्वा व्यवस्थितः नीलतो यतमध्यस्थात् विद्युल्लेखेव भास्वरा नीवारशूकवत्तन्वी पीताभा आस्वत्यनुपमा तस्या शिखाया मध्ये परमा आत्मा व्यवस्थितः स ब्रह्म स शिवः स हरस्येन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमस्वराट् हितगम् सत्यम् परम् ब्रह्म पुरुषम् कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतम् विरूपाक्षम् विश्वरूपाय वै नमो नमः। ॐ नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णुः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ।